I'm a little nervous tonight. I want things to be right. Nice hat. Pulled down over your face. It's a very important night. Be busy. Do something. Come on, dummy. Come on. Now, it's time. Live and in living color. The greatest world's heavyweight champion in the history of this great sport. And it's my pleasure to introduce...
It's Sunday night, and the week's been rough. Maybe you didn't catch up on all your wrestling stuff. Welcome to a show you can trust, with Nathan has skill pumps and Giandra LaBeouf. Illuminerdi wrestling order, keeping up with everything wrestling every week, kinda sorta. If you missed it, we got you. We might have missed it too. So let's talk through the stuff we did get to. Down under like a didgeridoo, but aim at the top spot. Power Rangers show, we looking at you. It's all the same Illuminerdi crew, but our show is COVID sick. Y'all, seasonal flu. We've been through a producer or two. Now Shay's riding with us and he's stuck like glue. We all R-rated. With curse words, weed, liquor, and brew. But we ask Joe for forgiveness, not permission. I thought that you knew. Hey, is this gonna get me in trouble, man?
Hello. And here we are again. It's me. It's DDP. No, Pumps is here looking like a fucking alley viper from G.I. Joe, and I'm for it. He is excited about the Bucks, baby. The Bucks coming back in Game 3.
Damn right. Bucks and 6 all day, every day.
Whooped up on them by 20.
Yeah, but they gave up in the third.
Well,
but that's okay.
I gave up in the third last night. I am a little hungover.
Yeah, let's talk about it, buddy.
Because
you're already calling your shot. You're already saying, I want to be out of here in 30 minutes. And I'm not having it.
Listen, and this is why this show is the best. Because we are honest. Jay is not here because she had to go where the money is, apparently.
Pacquiao and Spence.
Yes. So she had to do some other. She was prior engagements, I guess is the word. Yeah. She had right. So the Illuminerdi lets Pumps and I run wild,
letting the boys off the chain tonight, baby.
Right. I last night. Not that you asked. Actually, you did ask, right?
I did.
Sorry, I've been asleep.
Let me set it up properly. Hey, Nate, how was your weekend?
It was great. I made sushi last night.
Ooh.
Yes.
I had a bad experience with sushi one time at a gay couple's house, but that's another story.
Take that, Riker Maneuver.
In your face.
So it was my buddy's birthday, and we did a sushi making class, which was...
That is the bougiest shit you've ever said, but go ahead. Continue, please.
Wait till I talk about my Ireland trip coming up.
It
was like $60 on Groupon, bro. Settle down. Okay. So there was like 6 of us, and we show up, and it's funny because the guy wasn't even Asian. He was I think he was Hispanic, maybe, but his last name was Eastwood. Right? Yeah. Fucking soak all that in. So I wore a Good, the Bad, and the Ugly t-shirt that was in Japanese. It was like a Japanese poster, right? I mean, it was either that or an E Honda eating sushi hat. So I opted for the Eastwood shirt. And it was bring your own alcohol.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So, we might have bought or brought 3 or 4 bottles of wine. We made sushi. It was also, listen, I respect all chefs and food makers of the world, but it was kind of funny that his whole intro was that he had to do 200 hours of like watching his sensei make sushi. He had to go to like a culinary art school, all of these things. And then, in 20 minutes, he's showing us how to make it, and it didn't seem that difficult. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
Now, I get it. It's all about the presentation, right? The plating,
the sizzle.
Yeah, if you will. But I don't know. Low key, I kind of thought with 6 months of practice, I can make sushi as good as the next guy.
So Haskell & Co. Sushi Company coming 2023?
So it was bring your own alcohol. We got shit-faced. Then we went to a bar and watched Conor McGregor Sid Vicious his leg.
Get his leg kicked out of his leg?
Yeah, got his leg kicked out of his leg. Shout out to Owen Hart. And, with Jameson shots were flowing, and, next thing you know, it's 2 or 3 in the morning, and maybe a little more drunk than I wanted to be. And I had to get up this morning early and go to my mom's house and help her, so I didn't want her to know that I was drunk, as I'm profusely sweating, helping her vacuum her house because her back's all fucked up. Yeah, that's how my weekend was. Pumps, you?
Well, I'm in Bucks and 6, so I can't really complain. Tried to watch Ring of Honor this evening, but the old Bucks, they said, no, you will take our attention right now. None of this bullshit of doing multitasking.
Right.
So, yeah. But the real question is, did you drink and drive? Oh, shit, I was hoping you'd say no. Allegedly.
Yeah, it was one of those things where...
Because that was going to segue into some wrestling.
Yeah, I Jimmy Uso'd it.
Lobbed that up to you. And...
Yeah, you know what? You're right. And see, that's how off I am this evening.
Yep.
You lobbed that up like a softball, and I whiffed. Yes, I Jimmy Uso'd it. And I shouldn't have. But our boy Us got his 4th one. Was it 4?
Yes. Well, yes. I think technically it's his 3rd. One got expunged, and then the other arrest was some sort of assault on an officer, allegedly.
Oh, I mean, who hasn't had that?
Well, it's true.
And he was on SmackDown on Friday. They didn't even keep him off TV. Do you think that that's because they're so invested in this storyline right now, and he is only 2 weeks in or 3 weeks in, and they can't afford to, like, if that was a mid-card guy, he's not on SmackDown, right?
Yeah, no. Like when Bo Dallas got busted at the airport, right. He was gone for what, a year? Mm-hmm. So I mean, yeah.
I mean, we might as well just go into SmackDown since that was a segue. We can get the
sure. What you got?
What is it? The Roman Reigns report? What do you call it?
Yeah,
the Roman Reigns report.
And then you counter with as the Usos turn.
Yes, as the Usos turn. Again, fantastic. Jimmy and Jay and Roman embraced in the middle of the ring. And I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. I like, you have the feeling that Roman is going to turn on them at some point, but it's like the Destro Zartan Cobra Commander relationship. You know what I mean? Like, okay. They all kind of got to work together for the greater good of evil. But every one of them knows that the other one doesn't give a shit about them and will turn on them at a drop of a hat.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it was good. So Roman Reigns brings the guys together. Nakamura defeated Corbin in another match that was a qualifying match. Corbin is he rolled out with the Jason Statham like the flesh yarmulke.
Oh, okay.
The skullet, all grown out to lead people to believe that he's so disheveled from losing his king's crown or whatever, which is kind of silly. But yeah, he lost again. So there was that. I didn't watch any of the women's stuff.
Oh darn! What do you think about Bailey?
Oh yes, she got hurt.
Yeah, 9 months.
What was it?
Word on the street is ACL, but nothing confirmed.
Doing CrossFit?
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh. CrossFit's a really good workout, but that shit beats you up, right?
It's bad on the joints, from what my good friend Mr. Tennessee says.
Yeah, a lot of that's bad. It seems like it's really bad on the knees.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, listen, the people that can do it are beasts. I have a buddy of mine that completely has transformed himself into a monster on CrossFit. I'm just like, holy shit. So Bailey is out. That's a bummer. I think they're going to keep her on TV. Maybe they'll have her travel and be, a hurt character. You know what I mean? Like, just so she doesn't. I mean, do they need Becky back more than ever right now?
Yeah, like yesterday.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they need, after this, they need her back immensely. Rollins and Cesaro again. Rollins and Cesaro is the Drew McIntyre
Bobby
Lashley feud on SmackDown, but the difference is that they can actually work. So if you have to watch it, it's not awful. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I love Tyler Black and I love Claudio, so
yeah.
That's my new gimmick, by the way. I've said it before. I'm sticking to it. This is Viper, not fucking Dewdrop. I'm done calling people by their slave names. This shit is going to end. No more. Tyler Black, Claudio Castagnoli, Shinsuke Nakamura, Kevin Steen. I'm going all in. No more.
I like it.
Continue.
I like it. I'm here for it.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry. So Edge and the Mysterios, we are not rid of Dominic just yet, much to my chagrin.
Damn.
And now it is I know you don't know, but maybe is it Edge and Roman 1-on-1 at Money in the Bank?
Mm-hmm.
I think it is. But now the way they're spinning it, now it seems like the way to pivot is Edge and the Mysterios versus the fucking Samoans. Because, Edge, comes out, they do a little brawl thing, and then he gets some help.
That would be 2 pay-per-views in a row that Roman didn't defend the belt.
It's a good point. And you are still steadfast that it's Roman and Cena at SummerSlam.
The report this week was that's in jeopardy.
Because?
I don't know. I just skimmed through it. I didn't really.
What is... That's a Jeopardy joke. Yeah, I kind of low-key feel like this should be a 6-man on a Money in the Bank pay-per-view that doesn't really, it's not one of the what do they call them, man? The posts or what do they call the major tent pole events?
Oh, yeah.
Being Money in the Bank.
I mean, Money in the Bank should be the main event.
It's agree.
It's your biggest spot fest. It's
right.
It's crowds back, correct?
Hard to follow.
People are back for Money in the Bank?
Yeah. I want to say that this SmackDown was the last
in the Thunderdome, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I mean, so it's going to be a spot fest. You save it for last. You don't put the women on last. I love women's wrestling, but this is the worst down swing the women's roster has been in 20 years. So do it first, get it out of the way.
Right.
But
they won't. It'll be well, listen, if it's Edge and Roman for the belt, I'm all for that being the main event.
Yeah, but if the Cena thing's in jeopardy, then I guess you would pivot, make it a 6-man, and then put that SummerSlam.
Right. Yeah, because you would think that Cena's face would be on like the poster or whatever, and it's not.
Or he comes back that first SmackDown.
Yeah, maybe. Let's go to Monday Night Raw that you didn't watch, that you have said you were going to be our Raw guy, and have absolutely.
I said I was going to watch Ms. Viper.
You mean?
No, I do not.
What did Doudrop do this week? Pumps, did you even watch that at all?
Nope. Eva Marie, I think, had a match.
Uh-huh.
I think Eva Marie actually wrestled. Yeah, outside of that, I couldn't tell you. But I got 3 pages on AEW, baby.
Okay, good. So let me just run through Raw really quick. I didn't watch Raw either. I'm just going from the WWE.
I see Drew McIntyre on the screen here. Woof.
Yeah. I'm just going off the WWE website. It says The Miz and Morrison hosted McIntyre, Riddle, and Ricochet ahead of their Money in the Bank encounter. AJ and Omos brought chaos. The Colossus toppled the original Bro from the ladder. Blah 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 blah. Nothing there. Mustafa Ali is back, but he doesn't have Retribution. Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre wrestled.
Did Jinder Mahal get his gyno fixed yet, or does he still have bitch tits from all the steroids?
I don't know, but his legs are super. For a guy that shaves his upper body, his legs are super hairy, and it's weird.
His bitch tits are weird too, but that's what steroids will do to you.
Lucha House Party defeats Mace and T-Bar, who are literally weeks from not being on TV anymore. Riddle defeats AJ Styles, which should never happen unless they're in some sort of storyline. Jackson Riker, your boy.
Oh yeah, praise 45.
Now I thought him and Elias were like a team, but maybe they're not anymore.
They were.
Yeah, it's Jackson Riker and Truth defeat Cedric Alexander, friend of the show.
R-Truth?
Yeah. And Elias. R-Truth, star of the Marine. My new
Marine 7.
Yeah, Marine 7. That Shay and I are writing. Then we got Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods beat Bobby Lashley, an MVP. We got an MVP ring appearance this week.
MVP sighting.
Yeah, right? I like MVP.
Don't call me until he brings back the inflatable tent.
I like MVP.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
I feel like MVP's prime was when I wasn't watching wrestling.
Yeah, for sure.
In like the mid 2000s, right?
He had a huge run with the U.S. title for like a year. It's like him and Ken Anderson had a really good thing. Yeah.
And I know I watched an MVP versus Benoit match, which was really good.
I mean, it's Benoit. I was going to make a terrible joke. Yes, Benoit had great matches.
They did a spot which I love, which I'm glad that a lot of people don't overuse it, where they lock up, and then they lock up, they're jockeying, and they drop down, roll outside the ring, stayed locked up. You know that spot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a, and you know, they drop down to the mat, they get back up, they're still locked up. I think that's a really cool spot that you don't see very often. Unless it happens in New Japan, and I'm sure you would have told me by now if that was the thing.
Well, it's tough to coordinate that because you got to keep connected and you got to roll out and not use your hands. Yeah,
sure.
So
that's a cool spot. All right, that's kind of the WWE report. Pumps, I'm going to let you take over on AEW, my friend.
Well, real quick, I need to, on top of catching up on Ring of Honor, because they had a pay-per-view tonight, which I saw the first match on the pre-show, Danhausen and PCO versus Beer City Bruiser and his tag team partner, whose name is escaping me.
PCO is still going?
Yeah, PCO can still go.
Does he still do the thing where he like fucks himself up in promos?
Yeah, he hasn't done the car battery thing in a little while, but yeah.
He's gone electric.
Yeah, boogie woogie woogie. But Beer City Bruiser, who is like every bit of 350, and Danhausen, who is every bit of like 180, Fireman's carried Beer City Bruiser and slammed him. It was phenomenal. So
I like, you know who else I like in Ring of Honor? Who was he, man? He was like the real man's man, Silas.
Oh, Silas Young.
I fucking loved that guy's gimmick.
Yeah.
When he did those promos where he's like is shitting on people, like you probably fucking da 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 da.
Yeah.
That shit is so funny.
You drink martinis.
Yeah. Guess what? How did he end it? He would be like, it was something like and that's why I'm a man or whatever.
Yeah. The last real man.
Yeah. I feel like he didn't get over until like DDP age. Like I feel like he didn't get over until he was in his late 30s, right?
Yeah, I want to say he's early 40s.
Yeah.
But he's still going. He had a match tonight against Josh Woods.
Right. I'm just saying, I feel like that character should have got a run.
Oh, he's a classic territory heel.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I would rather see him than Dexter Loomis.
Two great mustaches.
That's true.
Two great mustaches.
That's true.
So yeah, Ring of Honor, you got to check that. We'll have that accounting next week. But that's what I was going to say. Did you hear any of the scuttlebutt coming out of WWE Great American Bash? NXT Great American Bash.
No.
So they did a Great American Bash on Wednesday.
Yes.
And supposedly Eli Drake, or Eli Knight, as we like to call him,
yes,
had a great match with Cameron Grimes.
For the $1 million title?
No, for loser is the butler. That old gimmick.
Oh, that's a DiBiase and
Virgil.
No, I know, but like fuck. No, I thought DiBiase did that once, like with Dusty, right? Didn't DiBiase and Dusty and Sapphire have like a deal?
Oh, yeah.
Where the loser had to like
I want to say it was like SummerSlam or Survivor Series or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so the loser has to be a butler.
Yeah, and supposedly I haven't checked it out yet, but that was a really, really good match. And then Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly had another one of their classics.
Oh, I love Kyle O'Reilly. I think Kyle O'Reilly, which I've said on other shows, looks big enough in the ring next to other people to make the next leap, I guess. You know what I mean? Like the next step. I just don't think his promos are.
He's getting there.
Right.
He's getting there. I mean, what can you do?
And is Bobby Fish just always hurt?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Bobby Fish is either hurt or at church. So
yeah, or he's right. Isn't Bobby Fish like 46?
Yeah, he's up there.
He's Christopher Daniels' age, right? Like that kind of.
Maybe Kazarian. I don't think he's as old as Daniels, but maybe Kazarian. Right. Yeah. So got to check those out. We'll report next week
on Ring of Honor.
Yes, Ring of Honor and AEW, and we are fastly approaching the big New Japan event. Ibushi and the Dragon for the strap. So
Daniel Bryan,
not the American Dragon, Shingo Takagi, the Dragon.
Oh, Shingo Takagi! How could I forget?
Yes, how could you forget? But this week on All Elite Wrestling, we opened the show with Cody. And, of course, he comes out first, looking like Jesus Christ and Abe Lincoln had a love child.
Yes.
Nick Camarado was wearing some blousy pirate dress, shirt thing, jacket.
Who the fuck is Nick Camarado?
He's in QT Marshall's stable with Aaron Solo and Anthony Ogogo.
Listen, I think it's cute that Cody, like, purposely doesn't put himself in major storylines. But
well,
Yes, we will. You're right. Right. But I'm just saying, prior to this week.
Well, he was there with Shaq.
Yeah, I know. I just think Cody should be in the world title picture. But he lost that opportunity, right? When he lost.
That's true. He lost when he lost to MJF. He can never challenge again for the world title.
Which at some point somebody's gonna lift that stipulation or whatever, right?
Yeah, Tony Khan will do a babyface play and something will happen.
All right, sorry to cut you off. Go on.
No, that's fine. I guess I should say the match. For those of you that don't know, this was a South Beach strap match featuring QT and Cody.
That usually has a dildo on the other end. South Beach strap match.
I've only been to Orlando. I can't really comment on what goes down in Miami. So, yeah.
Continue.
No, I was playing that one out. I was booking that match in my mind. So yeah, QT and Cody for the 9 billionth time.
Is QT and Cody the Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley of AEW?
Yeah, they're getting there, but Cody will go away for like 6 more weeks.
Right.
Usually. So it's like he's either filming his show or having the world's first interracial baby or he's just got a lot going on. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know this, but is Excalibur's real name Mark? Because JR stepped on one of his calls and said, "I'm sorry, Mark." I didn't know if he was calling him a Mark.
That's fucking great.
Or if his name is actually Mark. Yeah, it's a good match, but how many times are these two going to wrestle?
Right.
Cody, of course, won, touching all 4 corners.
His name is Mark. I just looked it up.
Okay.
I wish it wasn't. Yeah.
I know, right? Sorry, Mark.
Yeah. All right, continue.
Then we had a Shawn Spears promo. Him and Sammy are going to tangle again. I like Shawn Spears. I think I'm the only one. I don't know.
I don't think he should be in the Pinnacle.
Who are you going to put there?
You don't need to put anyone there.
Why not?
I think
it's 5 on 5.
I know, but I don't think it should be 5 on 5. I think it should be MJF, FTR, and Wardlow. That's it. I feel like Shawn Spears is.
So who do you take out of Inner Circle? Hager?
Nobody. You just fucking have the 4 Horsemen or the Pinnacle.
you have the 4 Pinnacle.
Yeah. Yeah, you have the Pinnacle. Just beat 4 dudes.
I mean, okay.
But, it's neither here nor there, I guess.
Yeah, well, be that as it may, I like Shawn Spears. I think I'm the only one. Kenny came out looking as only he can look. He was cutting a promo.
Looking like he had the pointy boots on, like your amazing hat. I want
my Sod Poodles hat. Yes.
Yeah, I want that is a Mexican thing, and I highly suggest you out there, all 3 of you watching the show, that you YouTube Mexican pointy boots and just let the videos play.
It's a vibe.
It's
for sure.
Fantastic. And it's like 10 years old. Like Mexican pointy boots were a thing like 10 years ago.
Yeah, when I was living in New York, they came on the scene.
Yeah, it's really, really funny. Okay, sorry. Continue.
No, you're fine. So yeah, Dark Order came out saying Kenny's ducking Hangman. Kenny did the classic to Evil Uno. What's the capital of Thailand? Bangkok. Ha!
Oh, it was awful. I saw that. It was. I also don't like. I feel like they. I feel like they want Hangman to be like a top guy, but then they kind of like hide him for like 4 weeks at a time. And then all of a sudden they bring him out like, it's Hangman. He needs to get a page shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't like, and this is the problem with AEW, in my opinion. I just don't like how they're handling. Like, okay, I have a question for you, Pumps.
Good.
Last week, I watched AEW and then I watched SmackDown back to back.
Okay.
Is AEW purposely trying to look like Nitro?
In what way?
Just with the production, the all over the place storyline. I don't know. When you watch a WWE show, whether it's Raw or SmackDown, forget the story and lines and all that kind of shit being trash. It just feels like it's the pros, and AEW feels like it's fucking Nitro. Like it's just like it's, I don't know.
Yeah, Raw's also been the same for a good 15 years. They've had that same 15-minute opening promo,
right.
Call out for a match. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm just talking about the cameras, just the way it's presented, the fucking angles. Like, it just feels bigger. It just feels more important. You know what I'm saying? And like,
yeah, they were in a shit building last week.
Who, AEW?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, right. And like, even though Nitro beat Raw for like...
No, I'm sorry. They were still in Daly's place last week. This week they were in a shit building. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. But like, even though Nitro beats Raw 83 weeks in a row, shout out to Eric Bischoff's podcast. Even if you watch, like, what was that? Like 97 to 99, right? Something like that. That was when if you go back and you watch Monday Night Raw, the weeks they're getting beat, it's still a better fucking show. All the way around. It's just better. But Nitro had the NWO and they had these things, but like, I don't know. I just watch AEW sometimes and I just go, this just feels like the junior varsity. It's the Clippers to the Lakers, and I hate saying that, but
as a Clippers fan.
Right, as a Clipper fan, I just like and then they're bringing in, I mean, I don't want to mean to step on your shit,
no,
but
go ahead.
They bring in Tommy End.
Yep.
And I just feel like he's going to get lost in 3 weeks.
Well, he's with Cody, so they'll drag that out as long as humanly possible. That'll make it to whatever the pay-per-view is. I don't know.
So Arn takes a bump.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. The only thing... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we're skipping way ahead.
Oh, sorry. Okay, all right. Go back.
Darby had a sit down with Ethan Page. I don't really care about this feud, so I fast forwarded.
That was corny as fuck. They tried to. I watched a lot of AEW this week. They tried to reenact or recapture the magic of the JR sit down with Mick or with Rock or with Triple H.
Yeah.
And it failed. I think they were trying to be too cute with it. Like JR was like in jeans and like it was panned back. I don't know. I just felt fucking corny.
Yeah, it wasn't. Well, I mean, I can't say because I didn't want. Like, I have no interest in this. I don't care.
Right.
FTR made Hager look great, and Hager's a former world champion.
Listen, FTR is fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
I watched. It was FTR versus Hager and
LAX or whatever they are now.
Yeah, right. The
Santana and Ortiz, yeah.
And I fucking they were in the green trunks, right? They were in these weird green, like I felt like it was like old school Ric Flair, like I can't just, yeah. I don't know. They're just fucking good. They're good. And now is Hager wrestling in a t-shirt because he's not as buff because he's making weight for a MMA fight? Is that the deal?
I think he's looking like a plastic bag that was in the closet under some trash for a while. So he's up.
He's not big. He's not like he's tall.
Yeah, he's got to cut weight to make that fight.
Yeah, he's tall. He's just not intimidating.
Yeah.
And which is what Hager is supposed to be, right? Like that's
Yeah, you can't be the heavy in a hoodie.
Right.
Or not one that fits like that.
Yeah, and I like Santana and Ortiz. I don't think they're on the level of FTR. I feel like
there's only one other tag team that you could say that about in AEW, and they're currently busy. So
right. I think Santana
maybe Anderson and Gallows, maybe when they want to.
When they want to, 100%, without question. Yes, New Japan, Anderson and Gallows, yes.
Yeah, Bullet Club, Machine Gun, yeah.
I feel like because we're gonna get to that too, because that was a good promo. I feel like Santana and Ortiz are like the AEW Briscoes.
Yeah.
Like they just have that brawling style.
And they're believable.
It's just that Jay Briscoe Jay Briscoe is the Carl Anderson of that tag, right? Like one of the guys can actually like be a singles title contender, and the other one,
sure.
And the other one needs the other guy,
and the other one is chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then we had Jericho walk into the ring, who is now wearing Jordan 1s to fit in with the cool kids.
Shout out.
Disgusting.
Did you watch? Did you watch this?
Yeah. I watched the fan jump the ring.
Right?
Yeah.
And then
who apparently posted on Twitter that he did it for Cornette.
What?
Yeah. He made a post on Twitter that was like, I did it for Cornette and all the fans that believe what Cornette says.
Is Cornette the Donald Trump of professional wrestling?
Well, we'll get to that too.
All right. I thought it was corny when Jericho was like, I fucked your mom.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That was dumb. I think contract signings are dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless it's really called for.
The last good contract signing was Hogan and Warrior.
Is that the one where like Jack Tunney was on one
side?
Jack
Tunney was in there, and yep.
I feel like CM Punk has done a good contract signing.
Yeah, but CM Punk could eat a sandwich good. Like, it doesn't matter what he's doing.
100%. Right, Shay?
Yeah. Best in the world, baby.
Continue.
Yeah, so then I followed that up with 6 more weeks of winter or 6 more weeks of Max and Jericho. I wasn't really paying attention. Then we had Andrade's debut against Matt Sydal.
I liked his black mask outfit.
Yeah, but he looked blown up to the moon and back. He was definitely not in working shape.
Yeah, also, he like walked out and then like he took the outfit off like within like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, and then he wrestled in what looked like pinstripe
dress
slacks.
Yeah, well, that was his gimmick, though. He wrestled in dress slacks in NXT.
And what's his shit like? The Latino godfather. Like he was like he's got like a new moniker, and it's like he's the greatest Latin wrestler.
Oh.
Yes.
I wouldn't agree with that, but okay.
If you
aim
continue,
for the stars, bud. Then we had Christian and Matt Hardy. I promptly skipped through that because I don't care. Then,
yeah, like the fact that they try to spin that into these guys have had beef forever because of the TLC matches and shit. It's like, okay, all right.
Yeah. Both of these guys were not the ones in the tag team you paid to see. Period. Right. You paid to see Jeff Hardy and you paid to see Edge. People bought tickets to see Matt Hardy for a brief period in 2014. And that was it.
I just looked it up. Andrade is the face of Latinos.
Oh, well.
Yeah. That's his new thing.
I'll have to ask my girlfriend's dad if he got the memo. Then the lights went out and Tommy End showed up.
Yep.
Who is
and
now?
They can't decide what his name is.
Who is now Malakai Black.
But are they doing a Bray Wyatt thing where he's 2 different people?
God, I hope not.
I know, but it seems that way. Like Tommy End, he's had like the makeup and the fucking one eye contact, and they mentioned Tommy End multiple times, but then they said he's Malakai Black, and I just have a feeling they're gonna do the Bray Wyatt thing, where he's two different people.
Listen, nothing surprises me with AEW, especially after this week, but I hope not, because he's better than that.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm interested to see him and Cody. They'll wrestle well.
Sure.
I don't know where we're gonna go from there. I hope they don't do spooky stuff, or like
Right.
Tommy End shows up in Cody's baby's room or something. Like, don't do that.
Right. If he comes out next week with no contact in and no makeup, and he's like, "Hi, I'm Tommy End. I don't know who the guy was last week."
Sorry about last week. Yeah.
Yeah. Black.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
But I like him. I love Aleister Black. I can't wait. I really think they should push him to the moon. He is a much better talent than a Miro.
Yeah.
And I just hope that he doesn't, end up wrestling Frankie Kazarian on Dark.
I would hope not. But I have a feeling that he'll probably be in there with the likes of Jungle Boy quicker than we'd like to think.
Awesome.
Or maybe, and this just is completely off the top of my head, maybe he leads the Dark Order.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Great. Can't wait.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen, but again,
he doesn't need a mouthpiece. That's the evil Uno guy. They should just.
Yeah, I know.
Just get rid of the fucking dumb Dark Order. They should also listen, Blade also. I don't know if that's the next fucking
thing
going. It should not be on television without the Butcher.
Incorrect.
Doesn't work.
Blade is the Antonio Cesaro or Claudio Castagnoli of AEW. He can go. He just can't talk. I'm telling you.
Also, I want you to elaborate on this, because for the first time ever in our show's history, I have to piss so fucking bad.
Oh, man.
I need you for 2 minutes to just
I got you, brother. I got you. So, here's why Shawn Michaels is the worst wrestler of all time. No, I'll save that for later. Listen, the Blade is good. The Bunny, not so much. Orange Cassidy and Chris Statlander had a mixed tag with the Blade and the Bunny. Chris Statlander's good. The Bunny is not. The Blade is the Cesaro of AEW. I don't really care what Nate says. It's just the facts. He can go. He's got a look. We don't really know if he can talk. But at this point, he doesn't have to, or he hasn't had to yet. Get him away from Matt Hardy. Get him away from all this other foolishness. Just let him go. I think it'll be good for him. And when the Butcher does come back, sure, give him a run with the tag belts. Put him up with Anderson and Gallows. Stick him in there with the Bucks. I think there's something there. But that's just me. Jungle Boy got a participation trophy next for his first to 50 wins. Not really something I cared about, but we'll see what Nate thinks about it. Just in time.
Appreciate it.
The next segment was Jungle Boy getting his participation trophy.
He got what?
A 50 wins participation trophy.
They gave him a fucking trophy?
Yeah.
That said 50 wins?
Yeah, first to 50 wins in AEW history.
Huh.
Yep, that's what I thought too.
So that's the AEW version of the Andre Battle Royal.
Yes, the Mount to Wait Blood Money Trophy.
That's absurd.
I didn't do it.
What does that? What does that do? Like, now he fucking listen. The MJF fucking ring is dumb enough,
but it works for MJF.
It does, but nobody cares. He's never putting it up on the line. It's just kind of like a thing.
He defended it last year.
Say what you said again.
It's annual.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's dumb.
Did you see the next segment when knockoff Jim Cornette or MMA Jim Cornette got in the ring and cut a promo?
No. And you told me to watch it, and I didn't. I didn't see the last half hour, 45 minutes. Fuck off. I didn't see the last half hour, 45 minutes of this show. He's the owner of AT&T. What
No,
did I...
American Top Team.
Oh. I Googled it, and it was like the head of AT&T. I was like, holy shit.
Dan Lambert is his name. He was actually on WWE Hidden Treasures. He was the guy that had like 10 million belts in Florida.
Gotcha. So I did see some of it. I wasn't interested. But it was a good promo, or
it was essentially Jim Cornette's words coming out of Dan Lambert's mouth, and then him getting the blackout from, or whatever it's called, from the Murder Hawk.
Oh, sorry. You said the blackout. I'm like, yeah, Tommy N came out, right?
No,
right.
Did he do the Black Mass?
Yeah, his shit was the Black Mass. I can't believe they kept a black name in his AEW name. But anyway, yeah, I just felt like I didn't know who the fuck this guy was. I feel like Jim Cornette's rants are work because, like, when he was doing that shit in WWE, in the mid-90s, where he would, cut promos on WCW and the NWO and stuff, it was because he had equity built up as, like, the fucking guy. This guy was like a dad in jeans and fucking New Balance, what are the Monarchs?
The Monarch ones.
Yeah, the Monarch ones. And he felt like Mrs. Dad.
Yeah, but I mean, apparently he's done some stuff in TNA. Also, he did this angle in TNA, or an angle like this. I don't know. Cornette's retort on his podcast was pretty great. Look for that on YouTube. It's not up yet, but I'm sure it'll be up there. Since his podcasts are 3 hours and change, I don't think people will sit through that. But look it up, official Jim Cornette on YouTube. He has a really good response. Then we had the Bucks and Kingston and Penta.
I like that the Bucks outfits, like, low key, were like a mix between like mid 90s outsiders and friend of the show, Just Incredible.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was a Bucks match, and Penta and Eddie Kingston. I mean, you know what you're gonna get.
And Eddie took the thumbtack in the mouth spot.
Yep.
Didn't Adam Cole do that in NXT?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he did. I think he took that in the first War Games.
I'm not disputing it.
I think I was also there and don't remember. Much like WrestleMania in New Orleans.
I've watched that Mania back and I'm like, when the hell was this match?
Bro, I have no clue who the main event was in the WrestleMania that you and I went to in New Orleans.
Oh, no idea.
I think Daniel Bryan was involved.
I don't know. We'll have to fact check that.
But God damn it, Jim. We had a good time.
Whew, we had a fantastic time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was AEW. The only other thing that I had was the tag teams list, but we're pretty much up against it. So
yeah, we should do that with Jay.
I won't make you suffer
next week. Yeah, because I had a note about that too. I do want to do that greatest tag teams list
farce.
As well.
Yeah,
farce. Because I honestly haven't even looked at it, and I want you to tell me what the teams are, because I think that's more entertaining.
Okay. Well, next week's a pay-per-view, so I don't know when we're going to be able to get it in, but...
Oh, shit. Well, we can talk about it during the show.
Oh, that's right. We're going to watch along.
Yeah, I think we're going to watch along next weekend.
And Jay will join us at the end.
Yeah, Jay, who has made it very clear.
She ain't got no time for that.
She is not interested in sitting for 3.5 hours. If we don't have a guest.
Which is fine, because technically I wasn't here for the last one, so.
Right, yes, so. See what you did there.
Yeah, buddy.
So usually I at this part of the show I do a Illuminerdi view count, but ours was so bad. We barely beat the Riker maneuver by 2 views.
We staved off the purge. Yeah.
We might listen. If we lose to the Riker maneuver on any given week, we have to take a week off.
That's it. Not next week though.
Yes, not next week. So we're gonna need some of you Illuminerdiites out there to really push us through. We came up against the Sentai wrap up, but that's only been on for 3 days, and they're already beating us. The Marvel Loki post credits recap we beat. They had 17 views.
Hey.
And that's about it. What the fuck was her name? Who do we muscle off of this channel?
Oh, Piggy Stardust.
Piggy Stardust. We muscled her out.
MIA.
Done. And we don't mean the singer.
Mm-mm.
But
she did fly like paper.
Get high like planes.
You know it.
We muscled Piggy Stardust out. That's it. There's no room for you. And your trailer reactions.
Yeah, what's Gossip Girl doing now? Nothing.
And your what was she doing? Like crochet?
Mickey ears.
She was doing like crochet?
It was some sort of Mickey ears, wasn't it?
Something lame. So, that's about it. Pumps, what do you have to plug, my friend?
Pump61 on Instagram. I have a reel that is closing in on 4,000 views.
Atta boy.
All I did was show off some shoes.
I like it.
So yeah, go look for that. Other than that, I don't know. Watch New Japan and Ring of Honor, you pricks.
And my name is
and
Nathan
support Jandra LaBeouf, Black Girl Nerds,
Yes.
Rolling Out, Bad Culture TV. I think that's it.
She's the most talented person on this entire channel, and she's on our show, just not tonight.
Exactly. How about you, Nate?
Nathan has skill on all the things. Don't drink and drive.
No, don't USO yourself.
And when you're 41, your recovery time is a lot longer than when you're 31. Also, making sushi isn't hard. Big ups to Shay. Stick around and watch the Rick and Morty show with Shay and Josh, a couple of fantastic dudes from the channel. I would attend this evening, but I physically can't answer the bell. The last time I did the Rick and Morty show, I was blackout drunk by the time the show even started, and ended up maybe on my knees in the bathroom to the porcelain toilet post show. No wonder that one only got 200 and something views, and the next week it got like 6,000.
Yeah, the next one blew the fuck up.
And they didn't do last week, right? They didn't do the 4th of July show. So this is the show, I think. I think this week we see if those 6,000 views were legit or not.
I think they bought them from India. Just saying.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see the channel putting on a show at the same time as the Rick and Morty show like they do to us occasionally.
Yeah.
Because maybe this Rick and Morty show is the new cash cow, and it's by a couple of producers. It's by a couple of guys who are usually behind the scenes.
Maybe they know how to gimmick the gimmicks.
Yeah, and they're in front of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to be able to make it this week, but next week, since we're doing the watch along and I have a little bit of recovery time, I'm thinking about joining the Rick and Morty show next week. So with that being said, I am Nathan Has Skill. That is Pumps. Shay is behind the boards. Go Bucks. Bucks in 6.
Bucks in 6, baby.
Shout out to Miss LaBeouf. Only person with the name Jandra LaBeouf. And catch us next week. Fuck the Riker maneuver. Fuck the Riker remover and all of the Power Ranger shows.
Yeah. We're the Riker removers. Damn it.
Peace.
At least I have chicken.